Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines. So guys, today we are actually going to be doing the largest game project yet. This is going to probably be a bigger project than the sewage system by the end, so I'm ready for this to get kind of insane. Last time we decided that we were going to go over to a massive dam for all of our electricity needs. This is going to be a dam built in between these two mountains, turning this into a giant lake. And by giant, I mean it's literally larger than our entire city. And if something goes wrong, things are going to go very badly. But with all big projects, there's a little bit of risk, and we have millions of dollars to waste. So we are going to begin the project. The first things we have to do is get the backsides, well, the exits of this little river system here closed up. But how are we going to do this safely? Let's pause for a moment and take a look at what we've got here. A lot of water is exiting out of this geyser, and it's going into two directions. It's filling up two massive river systems, and the amount of water coming out is actually pretty insane. Blocking up one side is definitely going to cause the other to raise much more than we can handle, so we need to keep an outflow just for safety's sake, while keeping a dam on this side, which means we need a rather large area to fit a dam in. And the height that we hold the water at changes the amount of power made, so we're going to want to keep it pretty high. But let's begin. I think we can safely begin construction. And to do this, we're going to have to collect soil, and what better way to collect soil than by doing something that'll expand the amount of land we have for the city. So we're just going to dig away at this mountain a little bit. Let's turn up the power here. There we go. And now we are going to very, very carefully begin building a wall. It needs to have a big enough slot for a dam. I think this is a safe size for the dam. And then we just need to raise it. That's already using all of that soil. This is going to use a ridiculous amount of soil, money, time, but it's going to basically solve our electricity needs for the rest of this series. There's no way we're going to use more than this dam makes. And so we are building this little wall here. I hope it's wide enough to fit a road on. It is, which means that we'll be able to get people to the dam. That's the only thing that we need to make sure happens when we build this wall. It just needs to be able to fit the dam and the road to the dam. Technically, we don't even need to connect to the road on it. It just looks nice. Okay, so let's just continue. This is going to be slightly repetitive, isn't it? We're going to have to keep layering this up. Now, how high are we going to want this to be? We obviously don't want it to be too tall, and I think we may actually stop here. This looks like a good height. I want to make a lot of power, but I also want it to be safe. If a natural disaster or something hits this, I don't want it to be the end of the world. So I think that's going to be a nice wall. And then we can just raise this a little bit because I think it'll actually spill from here. So there we go. That's all connected together. And now we're going to have to do it on this side too in a moment. Of course, we also have to do this and lower this to allow the dam to cross it. So we have to actually make the river a little bit bigger at one point, but that's fine. Just a little bit of effort. Let's make sure we know how tall this is. We're just going to right click here. It's going to save the height of it. And we just have to go like this. And here is the second wall. Now this is going to be expensive. Like, really expensive. I guess it doesn't matter if we take land from within the lake area, because it's just going to be completely covered in water anyways. This wall is just going to have a little dip in it just to let a little bit of water out, because we still want water to come out of this side, or else the other side would flood. This is very expensive. We've already blown through $300,000, probably more because we've been gaining money that whole time. We also have to keep an eye on the city to make sure that we do not have any problems going on while we're doing this, because it would be a shame if the entire city was abandoned while we were working on this dam. We were having some problems in the industry, but it looks like these tree farms are actually doing very well. So let's see if we can expand them at all. I think we can expand it completely into this area, unless it already is. No, not really. Let's do that. These guys are actually exporting their stuff. It seems like there isn't an overabundance of it. There's definitely an overabundance of ore. So by cutting down on the ore industry and raising the amount of renewable wood, we can actually fix those problems. Look at that city, it looks so nice. I really love how the Sterling Park came out. Sterling Park looks completely futuristic, very clean-cut city. But don't worry, we're going to be making many more city areas like that in the future. We're just stopping for a little bit for this project. So we have to now work in the dark, which is going to be slightly frustrating. Actually, this map makes it pretty easy. We could turn off the day-night cycle, but I kind of like having the day-night cycle. It gives me a sense of time. Here we go, a bit more. This is absolutely massive. And now we're getting to the point where we're going to start filling in the river. And that means that we need the dam up before we fill it up, because otherwise it's just going to cause this all to flood. And we do not want Sterling Park being attacked. So how are we going to deal with this? That is the question. Oh, why am I digging from out there? I still need to do this. Let's just grab more soil from over here. And we'll go back over here. And now we gotta do this side. I swear, the most fun projects in this game relate to water, because the water physics are so great. It can cause little floods, and build rivers, lakes, accidentally, like, murder your entire population through a tsunami, create giant sewage systems. The life. Okay, and I think we just have a little bit more to do. I have absolutely no clue how much power this will create. I'm thinking it'll be about 1,000 megawatts or kilowatts. Megawatts. It is measured in megawatts, definitely. Yeah, kilowatts is a really low amount. That would be extremely disappointing for a dam of this size. We can power, like, a few houses. This massive dam. You can power my computer. No, I'm joking. It doesn't use that much. My computer's 750 watt. So my computer is about 1 kilowatt at full load. If it were to actually use all the power supply. So yeah, the dam can do about 1,000 of my computer. That's all it can do. Nah, it can do much, much more than that. And that's good, because we need a lot of power. So now this is all set. We just have to fix up the other side of this. Ooh, I'm excited. This is exciting stuff. There we go. That looks good. build this a bit more into the side. Turn it around. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. This is actually going much faster than I expected it to. Probably because I'm getting used to these landscaping tools from all the projects I've done. We've done a lot of stuff with this now. Okay, there we go. We have the spot for the dam, and we're going to put the dam in place. Absolutely massive. Height too high? What do you mean height too high? Height too high? What? How dare you? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, one second. It's got to be related to the water level. So let's just quickly Google it. Looks like other people have had this issue. Banks on each side don't have too much height or slope. Well, you see, would it let me create? It would. But this is just too much for it, I guess. Can do it here. Slope too steep. When does it go to height too high? Oh, I could do that, and that would do 12,000. And that's when it's too high, so I can go up to what, here? We're just gonna have to figure out the exact point at which we can't go. I wonder if we raised the bottom? Oh, okay, so I have an idea. If we raise this, that's going to be really expensive to do, though, and it's going to cause massive issues. But let's do it, because we have a lot of money, and we're going to attempt to do this. Because height in this game is all subjective, because you can actually have a map start at a different height, which means it must be going from the bottom to the top, so the bottom's here and the top's there. I think we will be fine. I just need to fill this in, make it look kind of natural. And of course, we need to let the water actually move. We're gonna cause a really interesting flood here. Oof, that was interesting. Okay, so we're completely messing up everything right now. Filling that hole there. Okay, that looks good. This water is really freaked out. Hopefully we don't cause any serious flooding. It looks like the water level's dropping though, so flooding doesn't seem like the result that would happen. Height too high still. How about here? Yes, we can. It's not too high anymore. Okay. So that's exactly what we have to do. We just have to keep raising this. Okay. That works. If it works, it works. We'll just raise this a bit. Lower this. Ah, this is exciting. So I guess it's just, there's just a restriction there, but we can get past it. Nothing can stop us. We will make the dam. I wonder if saying damn this much is gonna get my video demonetized. Because YouTube doesn't look at any context. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It turned green for a second. That would have been perfect. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We're just going to go like this. We're gonna right-click. Oh, whoops, that was wrong. We're gonna right-click here, and then we're gonna do this. And I think that height is going to work fine. So we're gonna steal a little bit more landmass. We're just making an absolute mess now. This is pretty bad. Even by my standards, this is pretty intense. We're doing a lot of moving. Moving the world. Okay, that looks good. Now, the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, I think I need to move it back a little bit more. I think that may be the issue more now. Okay, so if we do this, and then we click here, and then we just move it back. Because the dam hangs back a little bit. This is a really thin strip we're making here. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Incoming comments. That's a really thick dam. Haha, good job. Yes. $132,000. We have done it. Look at that. It is absolutely ridiculous. It has the box where the water comes out is just like completely buried. Let's fix that. We'll just make it a little bit easier for the water to... There we are. That looks good. It is not doing anything yet. So that side of the river is now dammed. There is no water coming through here, even though it looks like there is. There shouldn't be any. No, there isn't. Okay, so this river is going to start to fall. Now we have to pay very close attention. That's going to cause all these property values to go down really quickly. So we should really pay attention to this. This water is going to start gaining really fast, and now we have to close this side. Okay, just a little bit more. So this is absolutely ridiculous in so many ways. 15,000 megawatts. That's more power than any other way we could have done. Oh, we're out of money. Okay, let's take a loan for $200,000. We're almost done with this, so I think we're going to have enough. Come on, game. I feel like we're gonna be like 1 inch away from finishing it when we run out of money again. And we're gonna have to delay. Oh no, it's actually going to, isn't it? Game, don't do that to... No! Game! We're so close! That's just mean. Oh. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so apparently... we're making a lot of money, so we'll get there. And it looks like this is gonna work, but we ran out of money at the very end, so that actually worked out pretty well. This is a little bit shaky here because we ran out of money, but good enough. Here it goes. The water is now pooling. This river is now draining, which is weird. The entire river is just gonna lower. That's normal. Okay, so now that the water is just leaving, wow, look at the coastline drop. The ferries have like no water to go over. There's just giant cliffs. Look at the stilts. Wow. This is a really deep river. This is not something you'd want to swim in. You could really get killed. Although it's not deep anymore. The entire thing's dropping rather quickly. And I feel like that's really hurting our property value. I mean, we do have parks, but being next to the coast usually helps. Look at that. That is ridiculous. And here it goes. It's beginning to form a giant lake. Look at all the water. We could make our own tsunami and just wipe everyone out with this. We're not going to. Calm down. I'm not that bad of a person. But we could if we really wanted to. Now this water is rising very quickly. We're gaining like a foot a second. Trees are being overrun by water, completely soaked and covered. It hasn't actually hit the dam yet, because the dam is raised so high. We're just making some really nice tree soup over here. We have to look for leaks, too. There may be some points in the mountains that aren't as tall as others. And actually... Oh, I forgot how... No. No, that's fine. It'll start going over when it's at this level. So I think we're safe. We're going to see how much water the dam lets out, and we're going to see if we need to, put in any safety. Because this could potentially... Oh, no, it is happening. Ah, the property values are dropping. Yeah, these people aren't happy. I don't exactly blame them, but to fix their land value, I will, put down a tropical garden. You know, everyone likes a good tropical garden. Is that not gonna help enough? Do you guys not like your tropical garden? Well, you know what? I don't care about your low land value. Okay, that's another issue. Our water is being taken out of this river. Forgot about that. I think the safest solution to this is going to be moving our water collection to this geyser, because it always has water. And it's fresh water, straight out of the spring. Well, this is a really intense way to make a reservoir. I mean, it's basically what it is at this point, I guess. There we go. Now everyone has their water again. Yay! Except the river is now, like, practically gone. This is filling. It is definitely filling. This is so dangerous. I'm really worried. Because once we turn natural disasters back on, if, like, a meteor hit this, or something just happened to this, if it caught on fire, if it broke, if this dam breaks, the entire city is just absolutely... It won't end well. I'll just say that. There's nothing I can do with this much water. This is an entire tile. No, not one tile. I think this is 4 tiles worth of water. That's more than the entire city. The city is 3 tiles, and most of that isn't even filled up. We've made a massive lake. It looks like it's rising just really slowly now. This may be an actual issue. Let's look at the ground to get a better idea. So there's the water. Oh no, it's definitely going up. It's certainly rising. It's just... Oh, yeah. It's going up. It's going up. It's going at, like, still like a foot a second. It's just we're so high now. It's kind of hard to get a bearing on where we are. People are so unhappy in the city. People do not like the fact that the river is going away. We're still having serious problems with our industry. Ooh. Oh no, they're running out of ore. Okay, that's an issue. Yeah, this entire area is just mined out, isn't it? So what we're gonna have to do is We're going to expand our logging industry to take over a bit more. This entire old area here. Because, let's be honest, the logging industry is doing well. This will let a bit more competition in between the ore industry, which will get the stuff exported. And at the same time, they aren't even mining anything because there's nothing left to be mined. So, this is kind of good all around. So we're gonna have new little farms and stuff growing, which is great. Little lumber companies. Now you can tell the areas that don't actually really have trees, instead of the logging company, they are like refining the wood, which is absolutely fine, because that gives the wood somewhere to go. And we're going a lot greener. The mining is dirty business, and the logging is completely clean and renewable. How happy. If it was realistic, we'd just cut down the entire forest and not care about it, but you know, we're good people in this game. Nah, who am I kidding? We've just completely destroyed an entire river ecosystem just to make some power, and we completely flooded, like, we've killed countless things. I don't even want to think about how much environmental disaster we've caused. And I think this side is taller than the other side. I'm getting a feeling here, and it's kind of worrying. No, maybe not. Maybe it isn't. Oh wait, we're out of soil. There, we just murdered that to get a little bit of extra soil. Let's see. Apparently not. Must just be like an optical illusion. It really looks like the water is closer to the top here than it is here, but I must just be going insane. Quite clearly I am insane. We're close. We are very close. Poor river is still dead. The river is flowing in the wrong direction now. I think the sea is flowing back in. Yay, the salt water is gonna kill everything. How great. How absolutely amazing for the environment. Okay, so this is such a waiting game. Look at all of the... Okay, we may have to just make this into 2 different levels. I may close this a bit like this. I think it'll be beneficial in the long run. We've gotta keep things under control, you know. We can make a multi-level system. By that I mean we just want this to raise faster, and I'm impatient. It's a lot of water. Slightly worrying how much water. Also, this isn't high enough. I don't know why I'm putting this barricade so low. It's not actually really gonna do much, will it? I guess it'll just pour over at one point, but then it'll have already done its job. I guess this is just in case, like... I don't know. Seems kind of useless, but I'm sure there's some rhyme or reason. I guess if the dam breaks, it'll prevent all of this water. Yeah, that's the reason I'm doing it. So that if the dam breaks, all of this water doesn't come over. Just a small amount. Totally. We're gonna go with that reason. That seems like a fairly educated and intelligent reason. Kind of different than I'm bored and I can't wait for this stupid water to raise. And there we are. Look at that. The water. It's higher over here than it is over here. Who would have guessed? Building a wall actually did something. Come on, darn it. You're so close. You just need to go a little bit further. Oh boy. Oh, now it needs to fill all of this though. Ugh, this is such a waiting game now. Why do you do this to me, Cities Skylines? This isn't okay. We're gonna make this taller. 'Cause you know what? Can't play with my emotions like this. I want to see a nice dam working. You're gonna give me a nice dam working. There we are. Okay, so now the water should raise quite a bit more. Oh, but it's still not enough. It's never enough. I'm gonna lower this a little bit to let it go out because we're gonna start seeing the water go over a bit. And like I said, we need an outlet so that this river doesn't go too high. So going a bit more into this. This is very expensive work. I mean, we are literally moving mountains. So, I'm not surprised by the price. So there we are. This is gonna do it. It's gonna push it over the edge. So much so that I should probably make a little outlet. Because the water needs to be able to go in a different direction too. Is it gonna do it? Will it do it? Thankfully the walls are made of potatoes this time, so should be safe. Potatoes stopped a tsunami, so the potato should be able to hold up this much water. The amount of water there is, this is not realistic. Nothing's gonna be able to hold this much weight. Oh no, it's overflowing a little bit. Is it starting to work? Yes, it is. 800 megawatts. Here it goes. The dam has started. 600, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500. 16, nope, looks like we're gonna go around 1500. 1600. I don't think it can even make more power than that. Yeah, it's kind of stopped. There we go. So we are making maximum power. The river is refilling. There is overflow, which means that we need to do, oh no, we need a bigger outlet. The overflow is going a little bit too high. This is gonna start hitting the city. Oh no! This is really bad. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, get flood trucks out. We are really dumb. That was a little bit too much. Flood team, go, 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 go. Okay, so we're causing a little bit of damage. Oh, this is bad. Okay, let's create a little flood wall here. We have enough money to do it. And let's make a little pivot here to lead it into the river. Yeah, so we'll build a ditch. We'll build an irrigation system. It's fine, this is safe. Definitely safe. We'll just cut this road temporarily. We're going to build a little irrigation system to bring it into the river. That should solve any flood danger. See? Look at that. That works fine. And this is why irrigation is important. So if that ever overflows, it'll go into the river, not into the city. Okay, so that was a very good job at avoiding disaster there. The river is filling. It appears that we have a little bit of an overflow issue over here. But that can be fixed with a little bit of money. And I think we're good. Now this river is getting its water back rather quickly. We need to make sure it doesn't fill too high though. This is letting out a lot of water. Like a lot of water. The river is refilling rather quickly. Now that's not a bad thing per se. It's just slightly worry. Oh. Yeah, no one's actually getting the power yet. There we go. Now they have the power. Oh, they were. Never mind. The river is refilling quickly, and we have to make sure that it is going higher than normal. It's very clearly going higher than normal, but is it going too high? As long as it doesn't go higher than the roads. If it goes higher than the road... Okay, so it's going to go to about here. Yeah, that is too much water. We do not want that much water. No, we can deal with this. By doing this, we can create an outlet to go out this way. I'm not sure if it's going to do enough, but temporarily, that's our best shot. Okay, I think we're gonna end it here. We're at 42 minutes. This is way too much. Then I think next time we're gonna deal with the flooding. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this episode. Things are going to be getting pretty crazy from here on out. We have a lot to deal with. Oh no, that is bad. That is not good. Yeah, we are seriously flooding the entire city. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this. We're gonna turn the entire city into a lake at this rate. Well, bye. We'll see how we deal with that next time. So you can subscribe and stuff. Yeah, bye.